Guys, what's up? I'm really sick right now, sitting in Whistler, and I figured um, I've had a lot of people ask me to make my own coming out video and whatnot, and video with myself and some stuff. I'm not sure what happened to me in Taylor's video. She's not quite sure either. It just kind of like went offline, so I figured I'd make one on my own while I'm sitting here doing nothing. Sorry about my voice. Like I said, I'm really sick. Don't normally sound like this. So, some of the questions that I get asked is why? Like, just like a boy. Why I look like a boy? Whatnot. I guess a lot of parents ask too. Like, the biggest thing is why do lots of gay girls have short hair and da da da. Has nothing to do with our sexuality. Well, for me, it doesn't have anything to do with my sexuality anyway. My sexual orientation, I guess. When I was a kid, around 6 years old, I knew I was different. I just kind of had this feeling like I woke up in the morning and I wanted to dress like a boy. I wanted to look like a boy. Like, mommy, why do I look like why? Why am I a girl? I didn't get it. I would go into stores and I'd wear boy clothes. I would skateboard without a shirt on until I was like 11 years old. First communion in grade 3, I was freaking out at my parents because I didn't want to wear a dress. I didn't understand. I wanted to wear a tux. I wanted to look like my brother. I wanted to wear my brother's clothes. I played hockey because I wanted to be like my brother. I did all this like boys. I raced four-wheelers. Like I did all this stuff that boys would do. My mom put me in dance. I absolutely hated it. Like I hated going to dance. I was in gymnastics for a really long time. Thought it was stupid. Like it was just like so much. I just wasn't me. Um, when I was around, how old are you? 13 in grade 7? 13, from grade 7 to grade 9, kind of accepted the fact that I wasn't going to be a boy. I wasn't a boy. I had to do what was accepted in society. Um, so I dressed like a girl. I kind of ignored the fact that I wanted to be a boy. I dressed like a girl, wore girl clothes, wore makeup, like all that stuff. Around grade 10, um, I realized that no one else's opinions matter, and who you want to be is who you want to be. I came out to a friend knowing everyone would know after I told her. I told this girl, and sure enough, the next day I got to school and everyone knew. My life kind of changed from there. It was like 1,000 pounds lifted off my chest, and like everything in life just came together. Like I was so much happier. Sure, the first year was kind of rough because there's a lot of questions. Like, be prepared. Like when you do come out, so many people ask questions. It's crazy, which I kind of expected. So it was like okay, it didn't bother me that much. I didn't get a hard time from kids. I got a hard time from teachers. I did go to a Catholic school, so teachers weren't too stoked on it, weren't too accepting of it. They would never like say anything to do with my sexuality, anything to do with that. I was just treated a lot different. Transferred schools in grade 11, and when people say you can't get a fresh start in the same town, it's not true. Because I got a completely fresh start. I moved to that school with different hair, cut my hair off, dressed like a boy. Like I was a completely different person going into that school, but no one knew who I was prior to that. Life was like amazing. I never got judged because that's how they knew that's how I was known from the start. Um, Everything was like good. I went to prom and I got to wear a tux. I didn't wear a dress. Like I got to be who I was, and I was so happy with myself. Like if I highly suggest if you have everything bottled up, like tell someone. Like when you're 100% confident of who you are, let it out because I promise you will be so happy with yourself. I guess some of the biggest questions I get asked is how to come out to friends and family and whatnot, um, or who's the first person that you should come out to. I guess my answer to coming out in general, is make sure you are 100% confident with yourself. You're 100% sure, you're 100% ready for everything to be thrown at you. like negative comments, good comments, questions. Questions is the biggest one. I never had a problem with negative people in my life. That wasn't ever a problem for me. It was the questions. Make sure you tell like the closest person in your life, and be prepared for like a wow reaction kind of thing. Like, you have to give them time to cope with it because it is new to them. So make sure you give them time. You can't just expect them to be 100% accepting right away. Like, give them some time to take it in. Everything's gonna be fine in the end. Promise you that. But just like I said, be confident with who you are, and no one's gonna push you around. No one pushes around a confident person. You'll never see that. Parents. Coming out to your parents. Well, that was the hardest thing that I've ever been through, I think. My mom approached me upon it when I was fairly young. I was 16, and it was really hard. Like, I didn't know how to cope with it. I was in denial, basically. I knew I was, but I wasn't ready to tell her, so it was really, really hard for me. Till this day, I haven't, like 4 years later, I haven't talked to her about it. She just knows. We kind of leave the subject as it is. With parents, it's kind of hard because they birthed you and they don't understand that, like, you can't control the feeling. People kind of just think, like, we choose to feel this way when we don't. We have no control over who we like, why we like them, and whatnot. Just explain to them, like, you could like a boy or a girl later on in life. You have no idea. That's like the beautiful thing about life, is you don't know what's gonna happen. Everything's a surprise. You can't, people say like live in the moment, and people say you can control your presence, not your future, but you can't control your presence. Think about it. How do you know what's gonna happen when I'm about to say something? You don't know what's gonna happen. You never know what's gonna happen because there's never a presence. You're always thinking ahead. So just kind of like, I don't even know honestly. Just be positive with them. Make sure you express yourself fully to them. Make them kind of understand how you feel, even though they'll never understand. Just kind of explain to them that you need support. Life is an amazing thing, guys. We're not here for long. You're not a kid for long. You can't enjoy things you can enjoy now later on in life when you're older. So my advice is be you. Live life to the fullest, and you can't live life to the fullest if you're not yourself. For sure, when you're ready, that's the time to do it. If you're not ready, you're not ready. But be you, because I'm sure the person that you are is an amazing person, and you're you. You have a duty in life. Everyone does, and you'll never know what that is if you don't express who you are. Alright, guys. If you have any questions, anything, get at me on Twitter. It's at SamDanina, 2 M's. Facebook message me at right in my ask. Text me, whatever you guys want. I'm here to help. If I can help you guys live a better life, then I'm stoked. Like, I know how hard it is to live in a closet, basically. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I helped you guys with some of your stuff. I know I ramble on, but sorry about my voice. Thanks again, and have a good one.